Prophecy, prophecy, prophecy. The mysteries of God are revealed through his anointed servants. Therefore, he who is wise must listen when God's servant speaks forth, for they do not speak out of their own fleshly discernment, but from God, carried along by the Holy Spirit, for they have been given the grace and authority to prophesy to the glory of the Lord. The following is a prophecy delivered by the man of God, Prophet Aberekebede, on the 5th of February this year of 2017. In this prophecy, the man of God urges people of God all over the world to pray for Malaysian Airlines as he sees a fatal plane crash. Let us then pay attention to the footage and listen to the prophecy.
The nation Malaysia. People of God, we have to pray for Malaysian Airlines. I'm seeing balloon. One of the biggest balloon. In this balloon, I'm seeing so many Europeans and Asian people. Not African. Asian and European people. Too many. This balloon, I'm seeing in the Asian land. Too many people are crying. And in the continent of Malaysia, nation of Malaysia. Malaysia.
Flight MH128, but also for loved ones who were back here and started receiving frantic phone calls and text messages. The drama started, as you said, shortly after takeoff, just after 11 p.m. This was a flight from Melbourne to Kuala Lumpur. A man approached the cockpit and demanded to speak to the pilot. When he was told to sit down, he allegedly threatened to blow up the plane. He was holding an item that's been described as about the size of a football. It had antennas on it, so passengers, of course, were concerned that it was some sort of explosive device. A female cabin crew member yelled out for help. The man made a run for the back of the plane. 5 or 6 passengers then leapt into action. They jumped on the man and pinned him down. Reports were that he was extremely difficult to subdue, and one of the passengers said they basically had to knock him unconscious to get him under control. He was hog-tied using cable ties and a seatbelt. The plane turned around and landed back in Melbourne just before midnight. Heavily armed officers boarded the plane. They took the man off, but the horror wasn't over for the passengers because they were held on board for about an hour and a half. There were some concerns that the man had attached something to the door of the cockpit, so of course they were worried that there was some sort of explosive on board. Eventually, after an hour and a half, they were let off. They're still being held and questioned about what happened inside. They had to leave all their belongings on the flight, so we're just waiting for some of those passengers to come through. Now, police have just held a press conference and they have said that this is not terror related and there was no explosive device on board, and the man has a history of mental illness. As for the passengers, well, they've been offered hotel accommodation. Some might get on the next flight to Kuala Lumpur. Others, understandably, may not want to get on a flight for quite some time. All those details are still being worked out.